What's up guys, it's the Gios King and I'm coming at you guys today with my first ever deck profile and my first ever video up on my channel, and I couldn't think of any other way than by starting this off with my Dark Magician deck. Now me and the Dark Magician go way back to when I first started Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember when I picked him up for the first time out of a random pile of cards, and I was like, you know what? This guy, he's the one. And ever since the day that I first picked him up, I have never sat him down. So anyways, let's just get right into it.
Time
Alright, to start things off, you want to run 3 Dark Magician. You cannot run a Dark Magician deck without 3 of him. He is the ace, he is the heart and soul of the deck. So yeah, you just have to run 3. Next, you want to run 3 Magician of Dark Illusion. This guy, he is very, very good. Simply for the fact that when you activate a spell or trap on your opponent's turn, you can special summon him from your hand. Now that itself is just really awesome. Also, while he's on the field, his name is treated as Dark Magician, so cards like Dark Magic Circle will activate because of his summoning. Overall, he's just a very good card. And if he's too clogged in your hand, you can just allure him. Anyways, on to the next card. You want to run 3 Magician's Rod. We all know this card. He is basically the searcher of the deck. Without him, the deck is pretty much lackluster at best. He helps you get your good cards out, like Dark Magic Circle, Magician's Navigate, Eternal Soul, things like that. He just helps you get them to your hand quickly and efficiently. Next, I run 2 Maxx C, simply because in today's format, people are just special summoning like crazy. You might get a good 6 or 7 cards in your hand. If you're playing Zoo, you might get more, or if you're playing a Synchro player, you might get more. I just run it because, hey, draw power is good. Next, for draw power, I run 2 Chocolate Magician Girl. It's really good, simply because you can even pitch a dead Dark Magician in your hand, draw a card, and if she gets attacked, you can special summon that Dark Magician back to the field. If you have Dark Magic Circle, boom, you can banish a card because Dark Magician got special summoned. Really good card. I run 2 of her. For the next 2, I run Summoning Monk. Since you run a lot of spell cards in this deck, it's never a bad thing to discard one and get its effect off. It's an instant rank 4. For our 1-ofs, I run 1 Nights End Sorcerer because Magician's Navigation can special summon him from your deck, and if you do that, it activates his effect to banish up to 2 cards from your opponent's graveyard. That is really good, especially if you banish something they really need. For the next 1-of, I cannot run a Dark Magician deck without the Dark Magician Girl. She is bae and will always be bae, no matter what. No matter how many different Dark Magician builds there are out there, I will always run her because she is simply amazing. For the last 1-of monsters, I run 1 Paladin Oracle Mahad. I love Oracle Paladin Mahad simply not because of the movie, because once I first saw this card, I was like, wow, you just draw it and special summon it? That's amazing. But his second effect and third effect is what made me want to play this card even more. His second effect being, if he attacks a dark monster, his attack points doubles, which makes it a 5,000 beater. It's amazing in my personal opinion, because there's a lot of dark decks out there and he can just run over them. Second, if he is destroyed, you can special summon Dark Magician for free. And and summoning a Dark Magician for free is obviously good in this deck. Anyways, that is it for the monsters. For our spell cards, you want to run 3 Dark Magic Circle. This card is amazing. You look at the top 3 cards of your deck, add any Dark Magician or Dark Magician card or Dark Magician spell or trap card that lists Dark Magician and its card text to your hand, and then you can put the other 2 cards back in the deck in any order you want. That itself is simply great. I don't know what to say. If you're not running this card, you're not playing Dark Magician deck correctly. You have to run this at 3. For the next, for draw power, I run 3 Allure of Darkness. 3 Allure, because there's a lot of dark. Almost all your monsters are dark except Oracle Paladin Mahad and Chocolate Magician Girl, so it's not bad to run it. For the next 3, I run 3 Pot of Duality. Pot of Duality is very, very good because in this deck, you don't really special summon on your turn. You do a lot on your opponent's turn, just to disturb and disrupt their plays. That's basically the whole point of this deck, is to basically go on your opponent's turn and just destroy them. Special summon as much Dark Magicians as you can, banish one, destroy another, it doesn't matter. This deck just does a really good job at playing on your opponent's turns. So not being able to special summon on your turn does not really hurt the deck that much. For our 1-ofs, you might be a little surprised, but I run 1 Eye of Timaeus. I am running this card simply because Dark Magic Inheritance, it's okay, but banishing 2 cards to activate a spell card, in my opinion, is not as good as special summoning a fusion monster like Dark Paladin, Amulet Dragon, or Dark Magician Girl Dragon Knight. think this is the better option in my opinion. It's also a little bit of nostalgia. Next, I run 1 Raigeki, just board wipe. I run 1 Illusion Magic just to get your Dark Magicians in your hand to activate Magician's Navigation. This card is really good because once you have it in your hand, you can activate that card. You can activate Magician's Navigate, special summon the Dark Magician, and any spellcaster from your deck to the field. Very, very good. Next, I run 1 Dark Magic attack and 1,000 Knives for your Eternal Soul targets. These cards are really good. Destroying spell and trap cards and destroying a monster on the field is very good. That's why I run them. That is it for the spell cards. For the traps, you run 3 Magician's Navigation. This card's amazing. You can special summon Dark Magician from your hand and any spellcaster from your deck. Also, if this card's in your graveyard while you have a Dark Magician, not the turn that this card was sent there. Remember that. Not the turn this card was sent there. If you have a Dark Magician on board and your opponent activates a spell trap card that's face up on the field, you can banish this card from the graveyard and negate it. That comes in clutch a lot of the times, and I mean a lot of the times. I cannot stress the importance of this card, how good it is, because it has won me games, has won me duels. Just run it at 3. You'll understand why. Next, I run 3 Eternal Soul. This is basically the if card of the deck. You can run it at 3, or you can run it at 2. I run it at 3 because I want to see it. For our 1-ofs, I run 1 Dark Renewal. Now, I run this card for one reason only. If my opponent has something that I cannot get over, or they're summoning cards, and I know what the outcome is going to be. For example, if I'm playing Zoo and they're going to their Rapier or whatever, and they keep going and going and going, I'll activate it during a point where I know they will have no answer to it. For the next card, I run 1 Skill Drain. Skill Drain is amazing because Dark Magician has no effect, and basically the whole point of the deck is to special summon as many Dark Magician monsters as possible during your turn or your opponent's turn, preferably your opponent's turn, so you can banish the cards, misrupt their plays. That's why I run Skill Drain, because it doesn't hurt you. For the last card, I run 1 Emptiness because it's Emptiness. That's it for the trap cards. For the extra deck, you have none other than Dark Paladin himself. You have none other than Amulet Dragon himself and Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight herself. Now, you run all 3 of the fusions. You can cut anyone you want and add another. Preferably, you would cut the Dark Magician Girl because you only have 1. And you would add another Dark Paladin, another Amulet Dragon. For your Exceeds, for your level 7 Exceeds, rank 7s, you want to run 1 Ebon High Magician and 1 Ebon Illusion Magician. These are self-explanatory. If you want to cut him and add a second Ebon Illusion Magician, you can. I keep 1 and 1 just because there has been times where I don't want to put any spell or trap card on the field because I know it's gonna get MST'd, and having Ebon High Magician on the field, I could just activate the trap cards from my hand. It's pretty safe if you ask me, but yeah, it's just my opinion. For other rank 7s, you want to run 1 Big Eye, 1 Mega Phantom Beast, and 1 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. These are obviously situational cards. Stealing a monster, popping something on the field, and burning your opponent for every card they activate is really good. I run them. They're just simply cards that you can summon if you want to. You don't have to. You can cut anyone you want and add another one of your preference. It doesn't really matter. It's up to you. For our rank 3s, I run 1 Phantom Knights of Breaksword. This is only for if I have 2 Magician's Rod on the field, which has happened before. I have 2 of them and I'm like, oh crap, I have 2 Magician's Rods on the field. I can't really do nothing with them. I just simply go into Breaksword and just pop something for free. Doesn't really hurt the deck that much. For our rank 4s, I run 1 Castel, 1 101, 1 Trapeze Magician, and 1 Dark Rebellion Dragon. Cards are all good. They're basically staples. I run Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend and 1 Beazle. Beazle you can only go into if you have Dark Magician Girl on the field and Nights End Sorcerer. That's the only time you can basically go into Beazle, and it has happened to me a bunch of times. Most likely you could cut this card. This card is basic. I only put him in there because he's one of my favorite synchros of all time. You could also cut him and put like a Goyo Guardian if you wanted to. It's up to you basically. The extra deck is basically up to you. You can bump anything up, you can cut anything you want. It's just personal preference if you ask me. Anyways, that's it for the extra deck. Anyway guys, that's it for my Dark Magician deck profile. If you liked this video and enjoyed it, make sure you like this video and subscribe for more videos coming soon. Anyways, this is the Yugioh King and I'm signing out. Peace.